Welcome to Smack This, the unofficial Godsmack podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things Godsmack. This is episode 32 this week, guest appearances part 2. Uh, this week in Godsmack news, Sunday the band posted a reminder to all my friends down there in South America, make sure you get your tickets, so get them for the April shows. And then on Monday, the band posted that they can't wait till the spring to see us, the fans, and to play shows. They got a lot of, not just the South American tour in April, they got some shows in May, these festival shows. So check out Godsmack.com for further details and tour dates so far. That's it. Godsmack news, man. Other than that, it's been kind of quiet. Kind of figured they're probably getting ready to do some interviews and stuff like that to help promote this new album that's coming out this month, Lighting Up the Sky. I can't wait to hear this album. Yeah, I can't wait. So, let's talk about episode 32, guest appearances part 2. So, on this episode, we're going to pick up where we left off in last week's episode, episode 31. So, if you haven't watched that or listened to it, go back and listen to that. On that episode, I talked about the songs that Robbie, Tony, and Sully appeared on. This one is a lot of Shannon. It's basically a Shannon episode. Uh, he's been a busy bee, as I said last week. So let's get started on this. Shannon has guest appeared on 3 full-length albums, plus he's appeared on other songs as well from other bands. Some of them are the same bands. We'll get more into that here in a second. So let's get started with the first one. We're going to talk about him guest appearing on Stone Sour's album, Come Whatever May. He's on the song 30/30 150. Now, I didn't know he was part of this. Stone Sour, in case you don't know, is a rock band headed up by Corey Taylor. Corey is the lead singer in Stone Sour, but he's probably well more known as the lead singer of Slipknot, along with guitarist Jim Root. Jim is also in Slipknot as well, although he has since left Stone Sour and has totally concentrated on Slipknot. Plus some other musicians to kind of round out the band. This is on their second album in 2006. So 30/30-150. There is a video for this song. However, Shannon's not in the video. So let's talk about the song. Starts off with this churning sound. Then it picks up really fast. It's really kind of heavy metal kind of a song. Then Corey starts to sing. It's a really good song. The drumming in it is excellent from Shannon. I was really quite shocked when I heard the drumming on this. Again, it's a great song. It's so good. Check it out. If you really like the heavy metal kind of thing, I don't know if I could listen to a whole album like this, but just this one song, I actually really enjoyed it. Next, we're going to talk about another album. This one he did a full-length album of with former band Amen. Amen, in case you don't know, is a punk rock heavy metal band. Like I said, Shannon was in them. Was with this band prior to Godsmack. He helped them record this album until they found a new drummer. I'm not going to talk about this whole album, or this episode would be super long. But here's some highlights songs that I picked out I thought were really cool that you guys might want to check out. The first song I'm going to talk about is called Hello, One Chord Lovers. Great song. The drumming in it's insane. I was, again, it's another one of the songs I was just like, wow, that's Shannon. Uh, it has this up and down tempo, kind of like a roller coaster song, kind of like a Godsmack song, but a little bit faster. Uh, Another song I'm going to talk about is California's Bleeding. Really cool song. It has, it reminds me of the Ramones uh, Met the Clash kind of song. It's really good. I actually really enjoyed this. Catchy chorus. Yeah, check this one out. California's Bleeding. Uh, the next song is I want to talk about. It's called We Got the Bait. Starts off with Shannon doing this drum roll, then it just kind of kicks in. I really like this one a lot as well. I thought this was really cool to hear him play a punk rock band. And the last song I'm going to talk about on this album is called F dot 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 in LA. Great guitar intro. Then the singing starts. A really cool song. It has a really cool kind of punk rock attitude in it. Really good. I I'm actually going to go back and really check out the other albums previous to this. I actually enjoyed it, what I heard. So, now we're going to go to another full length album. And this is from another former band he was in, and that is Ugly Kid Joe. This album's called Stairway to Hell. Like I've said last week's episode, towards the end, uh, Ugly Kid Joe likes to play on words. So you got Stairway to Hell. Well, it's kind of a cross between Stairway to Heaven, which is a Led Zeppelin song, and Highway to Hell, which is an AC/DC song. So they kind of played on words on that. Ugly Kid Joe, in case you don't know, Ugly Kid Joe's a rock band that had smash hits like I Hate Everything About You. They did a cover version of Cats in the Cradle, which I thought was absolutely brilliant, among others. They also have two members that I've talked about before in past episodes. Uh, Whitfield Crane, who's the singer of Ugly Kid Joe. He was also uh, the singer in the side project band by Shannon, Tony, and Robbie called Another Animal. I actually talk about them on episode 18. So if you want to go back and listen to that or watch that episode. And they have guitarist Dave Fortman. And again, I've talked about a lot about Dave. He has been co-producer of Godsmack's The Oracle album, the 1000 Horsepower album. He helped with Sully's Hometown Life solo album. He's he's been everywhere in the Godsmack world. He's helped do the Apocalypse Blues review and revival. I've talked about those just a few weeks ago. So yeah, Dave is all over the place. Great for Dave. So again, I'm not going to talk about the whole album, but I am going to talk about some of the cool songs that I listened to off this album. The first song I'm going to talk about is called I'm Alright. This one has a video as well. This time Shannon is in the video. It's actually a really cool video, so check it out. I'm Alright. The song kicks right in, great guitar groove, really catchy chorus, really cool song. I thought this was really good. Another song I'm going to talk about is called Another Beer. This one starts off with a country sound song, kind of westernish, country western kind of song. It actually floored me because I wasn't expecting any of this at all. I actually really liked this one. It was very different. It kind of stays that country western kind of sound of a song. It's really Stairway to Hell is actually an EP released in 2012. So if you want to go check out that EP, plus it has some bonus tracks if you can find them, like Cats in the Cradle acoustic version as part of that bonus stuff. And now the next album, he was on a full length album with Ugly Kid Joe. This album is called Uglier Than They Used to Be. I'm just going to talk about a couple of the highlights on the album. Uh, One of them that caught my eye and caught my ear was they actually did a cover version of Motorhead's song Ace of Spades. Starts off with that bass slapping sound. Kind of sounds like Lemmy actually playing. Then it kicks right in. Uh, Wilford Crane singing just absolutely nails this. Lemmy, I think, would have been proud to hear this because I'm pretty sure I'll have to do some research. Maybe you can tell me, write me a comment. I'm pretty sure this is the year that Lemmy died. So it was probably like a tribute to Lemmy on this. It's so good. I really enjoyed this. Ace of Spades. It's on the Ugly Kid Joe's album, Uglier Than They Used to Be. They also did another cover song. Papa Rosa was a Rolling Stone by the Undisputed Truth cover of that band. They start this song off with this weird, heavy guitar playing. Then the singing starts. They did a great job making this song kind of their own. Uh, as the song goes along, it really rocks. It's actually really good. I actually liked it a lot. And now, last but definitely not least, he's on the new Ugly Kid Joe album, Rad Wings of Destiny. A play on words again. Uh, they played on the words of Judas Priest album, Sad Wings of Destiny. Now, Shannon doesn't play the full length album, he only plays 4 songs on this album. So I'm going to talk about those 4 songs. Uh, First song, That Ain't Living. In fact, I've talked about this song way early episodes in Godsmack News. So here's a little bit of review on this song. Starts off with this awesome guitar riff, and it sounds a lot like an AC/DC song, early AC/DC. Well, of course, all the AC/DC songs pretty much sound the same, so you get the point. Even the singing that Whitfield starts singing, it sounds like a Bon Scott. It's really good. Really cool, great groove, catchy chorus, great song. Again, it's so good. That Ain't Living, and I love that title, Ain't. That Ain't Living. Another song that he's part of, song number 2, uh, is Lola. It's a cover of the Kinks classic. I love the Kinks version of this. Of course, they wrote this song, but I don't think the Kinks get much love over here in the United States. They were part of that British invasion. So yeah, they had some really great songs. So to hear this was fantastic. Starts off with the singing and acoustic guitar. I love this. It stays with the classic, but gives it a more modern kind of sound to it. It's so good. I love it. Lola, rad, rad Wings of Destiny. And song number 3 that he appears on is called Dead Friends Play. Starts off fantastic guitar, great guitar playing and singing, great drum beat by Shannon. It's a great song. Again, it's fantastic. I like this one a lot. And the last song that he plays on this album is called Up in the City. Starts off with a slow guitar riff. It's kind of a mellow kind of song, I think. Then it kind of slowly builds up towards the end. Great song, very catchy chorus, toe tapper for sure. I think this was a great song, absolutely great. Okay, so homework this week. I didn't give homework last week because I knew there'd be a part two. So homework this week. Have you heard of any of these songs or these albums? Do you have these albums? So there's two questions there. Have you heard of any of these songs, or do you have any of these albums? What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? So yeah, go back and watch episode 31. Get all the songs, listen to them. Tell me what you think. Let's see. So next week is episode 33. I can't believe that. Episode 33. And we're not going to talk about music. I'm going to talk about a movie. I want to talk about Sully's movie, The Army of the Damned. I hadn't seen this movie in a while, actually, so it's going to be exciting to watch this movie again. It takes some little bit of notes on it. So that's it for this week. If you know anybody that's a Godsmack fan, likes to talk about Godsmack, hear about Godsmack, send them this way. Give them the link, tell them go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, type in Smack This, the unofficial. All the episodes will pop up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. That helps my podcast a lot. Yeah, that's it for this week. I want to thank everybody who viewed last week's episode and the weeks before and the weeks before that. I really appreciate it. Uh, that's it for this week. And I'll see you guys. Sorry about the camera. See you guys next Thursday, episode 33. And you just got smacked.